So we're gonna have a meeting tonight, but it won't include the public hearing that most of you, I'm sure, are here for. So that public hearing will be rescheduled to another date.
That's the, and public hearing is item 4. Action item A is the McGuire annexation file number 25-4.
To what date?
That's what I'm asking. To what date? So the next available for us would be the second Tuesday in November.
It'll be Wednesday because of voting. So it'll be
No, voting's the 4th, so that would be the Monday.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
That one's the second Wednesday.
I think we're going Wednesday that week.
Yeah, we are.
Wednesday. Okay, so November 12th, the Wednesday.
So the McGuire annexation file hearing is going to be Wednesday, November 4th? Is that it?
12th.
12th, sorry. Okay.
Do we need a motion to move it?
Let's go ahead. That'd be fine, thank you.
Is it appropriate for me to make that motion?
Sure.
Okay. I would move to postpone the McGuire annexation file ANNX25-4 to a date certain, which would be November 12th, 2025.
We have a motion, we have a second,
I'll second that motion.
and we'll call for a vote.
Schlauhauer,
Yes.
Schreiber,
Yes.
Wilhelm,
Yes.
Kimball.
Yes.
Okay. So again, sorry folks that came out here for that hearing, but we want to make sure that we have a quorum and no conflicts, so that's what we'll do. Are there any other amendments to the agenda?
No, we can go on to the ceremonies, announcements, appointments, and presentations now. So the planning department, we do have an additional staff member that you guys have not met yet, so I'll go ahead and
Hi everyone, I'm Paige Hunt, Planner 1 with the City of Post Falls. I've been working here for about 4 months now, getting my degree at Eastern. I'm glad to be a part of a good team, and yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Anything else, John?
nope, nothing to add there, no.
Any declarations of conflict?
Not
Nope, sorry.
not anymore.
No? Okay, we'll move on to the consent calendar. On the action items for the consent calendar, we have the meeting minutes from the September 9th meeting. And we've got the Harvest Meadows PUD and subdivision reasoned decision, and the Echo Estates zoning recommendation reasoned decision. Everybody have a chance to look at that?
Yep.
If you have, I'd take a motion.
I move to approve the consent calendar as presented.
Second?
Approved and seconded. Take a vote?
Wilhelm,
Yes.
Schreiber,
Yes.
Schlauhauer,
Yes.
Kimball.
Yes.
Okay, moving on here. This portion of our meeting is for citizens' issues. If anybody here has an issue they want to speak about that is not being addressed in any portion of tonight's meeting, this is the time where you could come forward and address the commission. You'd have 5 minutes. Okay. We'll move on to unfinished old business. Do we have any, John?
There's none.
Okay, and we don't have any, so moving on to public hearings, we don't have any, we don't have a public hearing, but I believe we have a staff report.
Yes, there's the administrative staff report for the impact fee assessment.
Hi everyone, Paige Hunt, Planner 1, the City of Post Falls, presenting the fiscal year 2023 and fiscal year 2024 Development Impact Fee Report. This report shows the impact fees and our payments required by local governments of new development for the purpose of providing new or expanded public capital facilities required to serve the community in new developments. These fees are used to shift the cost of financing public facilities from the general taxpayer. A development impact fee report is a requirement for every governmental entity in Idaho that collects impact fees. Development impact fees shall not be used for any purpose other than system improvement costs to create additional improvements to serve new growth. Impact fees are spent at least every 8 years from the date they were collected, first in, first out basis. A governmental entity may hold the fees for longer than 8 years if it identifies a reasonable cause and an anticipated date. The development impact fees for 2024 reflect beginning balances, impact fees collected, other revenues, expenditures, interest, funds total, and the roads, parks, and public safety projects that received impact fees during the fiscal year of 2024. In the fiscal year of 2024, approximately $5.2 million were collected in impact fees, and of those impact fees, $3.5 million were spent on roads, parks, and public safety projects to assist with mitigated growth in the community. As you can see here, I have circled the impact fees, which go to about $5.2 million, expenditures running $3.5 million, leaving us with an end total of $16 million. On here's the history. So as we can see from the fiscal year 2019, we had a beginning balance of $6.9 million. And at the end of the fiscal year 2023, we had a total of $13.6 million. Over the course of 5 years, we have increased our balance while increasing our expenditures. For future goals, we will be spending more and our total balance will be decreasing with the projects that we have planned on the expenditures. On here, we can see for the fiscal year of 2024, all the projects. For roads, the main one was Pole Line and Spokane Roundabout, coming out to about $2.3 million. For parks, we had the land acquisition at $1.9 million, and then for public safety, this comes out to another land acquisition for about just under $1 million. And then this one is actually for the fiscal year of 2024. This one we have contracts and professional for $1 million, total park projects, Black Bay Park coming out to $1.7 million, and then expenditures for public safety, we see that most of it is going to the police funding. And then on here is the same concept for the fiscal year 2024. And then this does not need any decision. It is just for your knowledge. Is there any questions?
Anybody have any questions on the presentation?
Just a quick question. It looks like fiscal year 2024, we didn't really have any big land acquisition. That was more just in 2023?
Yes, that
okay.
was more in 2023.
And because I wasn't involved at that point, what was the big land acquisition, both for the parks and then also for public safety? What were those two? Were those just two large purchases, or was it a whole bunch of purchases, or?
I actually don't know exactly for the parks and the funds. That's just how finance itemizes it in their call-outs as land acquisition. I could punt, though, because
I was just wondering.
Bob Seal, I don't know if he may know, because he goes to meetings that I don't go to.
Okay.
Looks like Bob's verifying with a representative from the police.
Bob Seelig, Community Development Director. I actually can't remember the parks project that would have been purchased that year. The PD was purchasing the land adjacent to the existing facility for the parking lot expansion.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what parks would have purchased
Is
that
that
year.
like the QLM expansion? Buying all that land? Or was that even?
That
further?
was, I think that was before, I think that was earlier, the community forest
Yeah.
piece.
I think,
Not that it matters.
I think,
Yeah.
didn't Parks and Public Works join
Oh,
up
they
on
did,
15
they
acres?
joined on, they did, they bought a piece on Hargrave, so that was probably that year that you're looking at. There
The
was,
timing
there
lines
was-
up.
What's that?
The timing lines up.
works, yeah, so it's like 15 acres on Hargrave, I believe 5 acres went to Parks and 10 acres went to Public Works.
Okay,
So they kind of mixed the
Okay.
slush there.
just asking.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good question.
I'm trying to understand the bottom portion that's in the box. Is that a different way of presenting this? What's the 17 million for roads?
That is just a summary regarding the same concept, impact fees. That is going to be all of the balances, rather than just the fees for fiscal year 2024.
Oh, those are balances.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the same way to represent the same information, but that's like in summary of total. So you're looking at the impact fees in total that's collected and other revenues tied with expenditures, leaving you that 16.4 on the right. Versus when you look up above, you're just looking at the beginning balance of fiscal year 2024, and you see that moving from the left to the right, getting to that same number, that 16.4 million.
Any more questions?
Nope.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
And like that was stated, there's no really decision that's for this matter, just as you guys acting as the impact fee committee as well as part of the Planning and Zoning Commission, gives you a chance to review it before it goes to City Council.
Okay, are there any commissioner comments?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
I move to adjourn.
adjourned.
It's like volleyball.